Profit Coins offers its users a fully automated way to earn secure profits on cryptocurrencies, all without the need for prior knowledge or large initial capital. Use my link in the description below to get started with your investment journey. Problems keep mounting for Boeing, the world's largest aircraft maker and a giant in the aerospace and defense industry. What does that mean for the stock market? We'll discuss that today here on My Stash Journey. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of My Stash Journey, episode number 12, where today we're going to be discussing Boeing's problem and how it affects the stock market. But before we get started, I need to make a disclaimer stating that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not making financial advice, and anything discussed in today's video is for your entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's get started. The Department of Transportation and federal prosecutors have launched a probe into how Boeing managed to certify the safety of the 737 MAX, according to reports. The 737 MAX has crashed twice in the last 6 months, killing more than 300 people. The most recent crash, involving an Ethiopian Airlines flight, occurred March 10th. Until recently, the 737 MAX was the fastest selling plane in Boeing's history, earning the company billions of dollars. In response to the two airline disasters, however, countries around the world have grounded the aircraft, banning it from their airspace. Why are Boeing's problems so important? Boeing is a giant in the aerospace and defense industry. The loss of life related to possible flaws in its plane designs can have enormous consequences for the company, including loss of consumer confidence, brand damage, financial losses, and ongoing criminal investigations. Its difficulties have also rippled through the stock market. Boeing's share price has decreased about 12% since the Ethiopian air crash. Boeing's falling stock price has also caused a drop in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, where it makes up 11% of the index. So now let's discuss the Boeing 737 MAX. The 737 MAX is an updated version of Boeing's popular 737 airliner. It reportedly has a larger engine mounted up higher and further forward that makes handling of the aircraft significantly different from the previous 737. To compensate for engine changes, Boeing created a new anti-stall device to keep the plane level. Pilots were not required to either Boeing or the Federal Aviation Administration to get training on the changes to the aircraft or how to override the anti-stall system if they needed to. The anti-stall device may have malfunctioned in both crashes by pushing the nose of the aircraft down while pilots wanted the nose to come up. This investigation is still ongoing, so if you have any updated information, please feel free to comment below. But let's go ahead and move on to more about Boeing. Boeing is the largest aircraft company in the world. In 2018, it delivered nearly 900 planes globally, reporting a record $101 billion in revenue. It's also one of the largest contractors to the federal government, notching about $23 billion in defense contracts, according to the Boeing's most recent earnings report. Now, with regards to the Federal Aviation Authority, the Federal Aviation Authority, which regulates the civilian airline industry in the U.S., is typically considered a world leader when it comes to air safety. In this instance, however, many observers criticize its lax oversight of the 737 MAX. The U.S. was the last country to ground the 737 MAX 3 days after the Ethiopian air crash. Countries around the world, led by China, immediately grounded the 737 MAX until investigators finished examining the black boxes from both flights, which contained critical data about what may have caused the crashes. China is also flexing its own muscles in the airline industry, with some analysts predicting it will overtake the U.S. in the aviation market by 2024. So what does all this mean for Boeing and the stock market? Well, yes, while the Boeing stock is down 12%, I personally own an ETF which consists of Boeing, United Technologies, Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics, Raytheon. It's just a multitude of different stocks offered by iShares. If you get it on Stash, it's going to be under the rebranded name of Defending America, but the ticker symbol on that is ITA, which is just an ETF full of aerospace and defense stocks. So since I own an ETF with Boeing in it, I haven't really noticed a huge price fluctuation with the value of my ETF. If you do like to buy individual shares, I would say now is a prime time to purchase Boeing. I don't believe it's going anywhere, and so it's a great time just to buy a piece of that company super cheap. That way it'll grow over time. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. I really appreciate your time in viewing this video. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and also that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
Yeah.